Yeah, no. I was not who was subbing, but who they were subbing in for. I couldn't remember the fifth member. I keep forgetting about Madara. But either way, let's get into it. That's I don't mean that as like a mean comment. Left-hand side of the map is going to be a rip. This is going to be our second of 2 lower bracket quarterfinals. Up next will be the lower bracket semifinal. We've got 3 best of 5s today. We're in our second of those 3. And we have, as I mentioned, Rip on the left side, Freedom Exporters on the right. Coin flip was won by the side of Rip, if I remember correctly, so they opted in for first pick priority. Meaning Infernal Shrines will be chosen by Freedom Exporters. You have Cure banning away Haunted Mines, and Rip.
I'm about to bust.
Rip banning away Garden of Terror. What's up, Last? How you doing, bud? Madara got signed for Marvel Rival Team. Good for him. Good for him. I know he was doing stuff with Marvel Rivals. I knew he was like way up there when it came to like the tournaments he was playing in. So, good for him, man. Good for him. I'm trying to get myself into Marvel Rivals as well. I've been playing a lot. We almost hit Diamond. We're really close to hitting Diamond, which would be the highest I've ever gotten in a ranked mode. The highest I've gotten before that was in Heroes of the Storm when I got to like high plat. But I've never been in Diamond before, so I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see for them. I wish them all the best. Infernal Shrines, though, will be this first map. There is your Twitch prediction. Hogger will be banned away. Lucio and Chromie as well. Do we get an early Maiev ban? Is there going to be a Maiev ban in this? Will there be a Vala ban? Azurite has an insanely good Vala. Oh, really? Nice, yeah. I mean, he's literally like cracked at like pretty much anything he plays. Like, when we were in Germany 2 years ago, he was playing Valorant, like, casually, and he got to, like, the top level of ranked play. Him and Legacy were talking about, what's it called? The Hearthstone Battlegrounds, and they were both, like, Legacy was, like, 15k or something like that, insane, and, like, Madara was, like 10 or 11. Insane. Like, they're true gamers. True gamers. Garrosh was that ban, and on the left side it will be the Rip first pick of Johanna. Now, as a reminder, there's no tournament baseline bans. There's bounties to encourage players to go for unique heroes and picks. But we're in the lower bracket. This is do or die time. I don't think it's going to be much a priority for bounties unless the team feels like they're better than the other team. I really think that's the only case where we'll see bounties attempted. We did see a bounty earlier for that Zagara on Tomb of the Spider Queen, but I don't think that was the reason that game was lost. The reason that game was lost is because the Stitches Anduin Hook Gorge composition was just insane to deal with, and the Gul'dan Lunara burst damage was just way too much to handle. Blaze Junkrat on the right side is not a bad start for Freedom Exporters. They might be considering a Stitches composition. We know Justing is really good with that. It could just be Diablo as well. Junkrat's really good to poke around the rotations and such, as we do have Johanna, Hanzo, Dahak on the left side. Near Diamond in my eye. Ow, that sounds rough. Sounds painful. I appreciate the kind words, though. It was really nice of you. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to be doing more Marvel Rivals on Wednesday. Totski will be joining me. I think we're going to be doing comms together as well. Anduin will be banned on the right side. I mean, it makes sense. They have the Hanzo, Dahaka, Johanna. Genji, Anduin would literally slot into that composition just fine. Or Genji, or like, yeah, Anduin, anything else realistically doesn't need to be Genji. Maybe a main tank ban? Maybe they get rid of Varian just to not have to do a Shattering Throw. They're going to ban out the Stitches. They don't want to deal with adjusting Stitches. Okay. I mean, the pieces of the puzzle are there for a Stitches comp. They could literally go Malfurion or Tyrande afterwards. Like, they could go Stitches, Tyrande, and then flex that last pick. So now they're going to have to pivot here, but I still think they can go into Diablo. They could go into Varian if they wanted for a Shattering Throw into Johanna, and then pick up a Mage with that, or pick up like a follow-up CC with a healer. As I mentioned, Tyrande or Malfurion would slot in with that Varian really well.
We will forge a great destiny.
Wow. Wow, who would have thought that draft analysis would be good from Bahamut? So last 2 picks, though, Malfurion, Junkrat, Blaze. They don't have, like, a good cleanse. Maybe Brightwing or Rhaegar. Rhaegar possibly with his level 7 Purification. I actually like that a lot. I like the Purification or for Brightwing AoE. The Maiev is really good too because you have your Vault of the Wardens. You've got great mobility. You've got more Umbral Bind, Control, and Pull. The Wave Clear feels a little lackluster, but even then you have Explosive Arrow. Objective Fight is pretty decent as well. So maybe a little bit of a slow clear on the wave at the start of the game, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Last pick on the right side, I'd love for just a straight up mage to get burst damage to follow up the charge taunt with Malfurion, but it's gonna be a Malthael. So this is probably gonna be Blaze in the 4-man. So you'll have charge, taunt, jet propulsion, or some combination of that. A root from Malfurion, a steel trap from Junkrat. I'd love for Junkrat to go into like Chattering Teeth, Sticky Wicket, and Big Az. I'd like to see Big Az at level 13 for Junkrat, but we're gonna find out here. Let's get into the game. The Twitch prediction is going. And let's see what happens here. Map number 1 of our second best of 5. We got 3 best of 5s in total, and I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for hanging out, lurking, chatting, all that good stuff. I appreciate all of you. I may sound far from the mic. I'm currently throwing away a bag of tea. On the right side, the NA squad with a EU sub. We have got the members of Freedom Exporters. We got a Hunter Orc Malfurion, Justing on the variant, which is Canopy Growth. You've got Prismat, which is OXGP. Prismat will be your Junkrat. Porky, I think you can figure out that he's on the Blaze, and we've got a Cure Malthael. Left side of the map is going to be the crew of Rip. We got a Crankle Johanna. Managed to wake up in time for the game today. Sven on your Dahaka. Azurite for the Maiev. Blood on Hanzo. And Vac is on that Rhaegar. Let's get into it, everybody. Level 1s are going to be here. Laws of Hope Johanna. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. That's a level 1 talent. Tissue regeneration for the Dahaka, Colossal Totem on the Rhaegar. This is going to be your target practice on the Hanzo. A nice memento for Maiev. We do see Varian with High King's Quest. Is this Twin Blades for Justing? I mean, okay, so Justing and I made a video a long time ago, but it never got put up on YouTube because Wisdom fell apart, where we did Anduin Varian, but we did Colossal Smash. And so Justing does High King's Quest at level 1, you do Colossal Smash level 4, and then you do Victory Rush, I believe, is the level 7. I always forget. I always mix up Victory Rush and Second Wind. No, it's Second Wind, not Victory Rush. So Second Wind at level 7. It's actually bonkers strong. It's bonkers strong, like the sustained damage you can deal and the sustainability Varian can have. So we'll see what this is gonna be. I'm waiting patiently to see what Justin goes in for. Brushstock from Dahaka down into this camp that's being worked on. Porky's gonna get dragged out of position, and the camp will be stolen away. Do I bet on NA or do I bet on Laws of Hope? I mean, a vote for NA is a vote for Hunter Orc, in my opinion, one of the top healers out there. So, I mean, it's not just... And also, Prismat's from Canada. So there's that, too. If that somehow sways you, I don't know, man. Justing, what are you going to do, bud? I'm waiting. We're going to sit here and see what Justing does with his sword. Unfortunately, we won't actually. No, we will. Okay. Oh, he pulls out a shield? I'm going to say misclick. On that level 4. Boom pow for the Junkrat level 4, so that's going to give him a 6-second cooldown on his Concussion Mine when he hits an enemy hero with it. Varian goes down. First blood over to the side of Rip. Kieran bottom lane soaking things up. Pretty standard build for him. Same for the Blaze. Johanna with the Subdue level 4. You've got pinned down Maiev, Explosive Arrow. Going to be seeing the Hero Stalker. Probably going to be Drag at level 7. But there is value with Symbiosis. Objective phase started by Porky here. Kier jumps in as well. Justing in position as well. Just jumping into the bush, maybe looking for a taunt target onto Azerite. Right side flank from Dahaka with the brush stalk in. The top lane wave was pushed up as well. Dahaka gets hit with a jet propulsion, a root from Malfurion to zone. 5 to 20 in skeleton defenders favor the side of Freedom Exporters in the red. Malthael jumps in for decent damage, but not able to find any sort of kill. That fallen shaman in top lane delayed out by a wave. Azerite with a big umbral bind. Couple auto attacks from Dahaka coming through as well. The taunt from Varian won't be enough, and Porky's the one to get taken down. Krankle will get traded in the end. That fallen shaman in top will be cleared away by the gate, but it's going to be Junkrat picked off as well. 20 to 38. Will Kier commit? I do believe he does, but he will be taken down. Damage over time onto Azerite. Damage over time will take down the Maiev. Meanwhile, Justing and Sven. There's going to be a root. Taunt up in 9 seconds. I don't think Justing has the damage needed to take down Sven. Another charge for a wee bit of a slow. Punisher will get minimal value in bottom lane, I do believe. Not a fan of High King's. I honest to God feel like this is a misclick, because he literally is doing the build that I was talking about. I think they could have, I think Colossal Smash would have made such a massive difference. Nanomachine coating for auto attack speed reduction. Is that it? It's just auto attack speed, right? Enemy standing oil spill ignited attack speed. Yeah, it's just. Okay. I was like, does it increase the oil spill slow as well? But no. Next Punisher, frozen in the mid lane. I didn't look at when the Punisher went down, but it's probably around 7 minute 30 in-game time, something like that. Maybe a little bit earlier. Purification level 7 for the Rhaegar, as we were talking about in the draft. We do have Hanzo going in the Dragon Hungers. This build is, this Varian build was always Fury's favorite. Interesting. Well, we'll see what happens here. Charge into taunt. Concussion Mine denied by Iron Skin of Johanna. The root was also mitigated there. Heroic-wise on the left side, it is going to be your Isolation, Ancestral Healing, Dragon's Arrow, Containment Disc, and Blessed Shield. Pinned down, by the way, from Maiev at 2 stacks currently. Laws of Hope at 10. So Johanna has 25% of her max health over 5 seconds. Krankle steps up. Twin Flames thrown out by Porky. Heroics on the right side will be Varian Shield Wall, Riptire Junkrat, Tranquility Malfurion, Bunker Blaze, and Lacerates for Cure Malthael. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers right now while we're waiting for the Frozen Punisher to be announced in about a minute or minute and a half. It's just a lot of posturing. Porky in the top lane. Dahaka, Sven is full on tissue regeneration. All 10 stacks picked up at, or finished out by 6 minute 21. Not too bad. Thought I saw a small skirmish start out here. It is going to be into Cure with the Umbral Bind, a root from Malfurion, and another Iron Skin forced out by the Johanna from a Concussion Mine setup. Hanzo pushing things up in the bottom lane onto the gate. Malthael is able to rotate in and deny some of the extra siege here. There's the announcement, and it will be up for contest a little past 7 minutes in game time. Hunter Orc will hearth out for full mana. Prismat, low on mana as well. Might get that randomly back here. Johanna should be fine here. No, I'm assuming Justin will go... Will Justin go Warbringer at level 13, or is it going to be a Shattering Throw game? I feel like Shattering Throw is really nice into the Johanna just to deny that shielding, but also Mortal Strike is a 40% healing debuff for 4 seconds, which could deny some Ancestral value. You also have just Warbringer, which is a 4%. Oh, he actually didn't go... sorry, he can go Juggernaut at level 13, but he didn't go Warbringer, so it's often the combo. That's going to be Tranquility from Malfurion, and he gets taken down first. There will be healing debuff from that Johanna since exposed level 7, denying some of the Tranquility value. Justing trying to 1v3 as it's 10 to 10 in Skeletal Defenders. But Cure being pulled back in, hit with a healing debuff as well, taken down by the Johanna. And you might be like, how is there a healing debuff from Johanna? Since exposed, the punish reduces the healing received to the target by 3 seconds. basic attacks against that refresh the duration. Dahaka's Paralyzing Enzymes is going to be functioning that way when our patch goes live. There's currently a PTR patch, exclamation patch in chat if you'd like to go check that out, or add it to your YouTube list of videos to watch after today's commentary. But Paralyzing Enzymes will be having that as well, where you can sustain the healing debuff by auto-attacking the target. Murky body blocked a little bit, taken down by the Hanzo Dragon Arrow. We do have Justing now trying to back away. Totem goes down from Rhaegar. Malfurion comes through with a heal as well. The top lane fort front gate taking a lot of damage. The Fallen Shaman still here as well. My Evan bottom lane, putting pressure onto Prismat, might actually get the kill. Unfortunately, not after that Concussion Mine displacement. It is going to be Shattering Throw, by the way. Junkrat level 13 bombs away. We don't see that very often. We'll talk about that in a second. Taunt from Varian. Dragon's Arrow lands into the backline onto 2. Rhaegar lunges in. The Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo is pretty good. And they will be able to take down the Junkrat first with the Maiev value. This is going to be half a level to go for 16 on the left side, and they might be able to achieve it off of this Porky kill. The Jet Propulsion allows him to back away. Sven steps up, lands the drag into Justing. He's got a taunt, he's got a shield wall. The Punisher is wailing on the keep front gate here in mid as it's 9-2 in kills, and Freedom Exporters are struggling a bit here in map 1. Sven macroing so very well in this Dahaka, heads to top lane. Bottom lane camp being worked on as well. One more regeneration globe, and Krankle will be healing for 30% of their overall health pool for over 5 seconds. What is the Johanna health pool, by the way? 5,000. That's Varian. What are you doing, game? 4,920. So 30% of that will heal over 5 seconds when activated. It's a 40-second cooldown, which is not too bad. Where's my healing stat? That's experience, silly boy. Spirit of Vengeance goes in. The Dragon's Arrow lands. Malfurion gets deleted. Varian trying to back away. There's a bunker available, but Justing is going to be dragged out of position from Sven. A double kill picked up. As our next objective phase... Sorry, that was weird wording. Our next objective phase will be through the bottom lane. Of course, we'll see some early siege onto the sidewall and towers. Spirit of Vengeance for damage, poke onto the wave. Level 16 will be your piercing arrow for the Hanzo, who's still working on that level 1. Who's he got to hit? Junkrat once. Okay. Malthael working on a camp. Oh, that's an old relic right there. That's a very old relic. Oh my god. Alrighty, well. Freedom Exporters, they're about to get those 16s. We'll see if that makes a difference for them. Objective will be announced right around them picking that up. Fallen Shaman in top lane, easily cleared away by Sven and Azerite. Blaze maybe looking to jump into this lane. No, he's just waiting for the wave to crash in. A few grenades thrown up by Junkrat. Hanzo rotating up here as well. Looks like Cure to do the same. Justin coming in. Spirit of Vengeance. No teleport needed. Endless nades for your Junkrat at level 16. You've got the Mortality, Juggernaut Plating, Banner of Dalaran, as well as the Moonlit Harmony from Malfurion. Maiev and Dahaka grab this camp. They'll rotate in. Bottom lane Impaler pushing up, but I think Freedom Exporters are committed to the objective phase. Scatter pokes in. 16-18 Skeletal Defenders on the right side, and that will be Dahaka brush talking in as well. The drag lands, the root comes down, the taunt from Varian. We do have Hanzo done with his level 1. That will be Malthael picked off first in the engagement. I heard a Dragon's Arrow ripped in, and it does connect onto a few. The Tranquility from Malfurion coming through. The Jet Repulsion from Blaze. Unfortunate. Wait, Varian goes in. The taunt, the Ancestral will be activated onto Blood, and that Hanzo will be fine for the time being as Jet Repulsion from Blaze goes through. Johannessen's exposed. Will not persist that damage. Riptire into the objective pit. Activation onto the Skeletal Defenders steals away a few more of those. Impalers in bottom lane still pushing in. The root from Malfurion, Condemned from Johanna. Porky getting low, does go down. Azerite looking to hit the Containment Disc onto Azerite while they take down Hunter Orc on that Malfurion. Justing pulled to the side. And the members of the NA squad will be heading to Northern Europe to go see
Finland!
Radiating Faith for the Johanna. You've got the Shadow Orb Strike. Malthael trying to back away. And another.
Finland!
Autumn Keep will go down. The enemy team is on core. Dahaka finishes out the objective and will meander his way over there. But I do believe the core is going to drop here. And this will be map number 1 over to the side of RIP. They had a dominant 17-2 game. 14.5 minutes. As, yeah, Ton, I agree. My back. Dem comes through. The isolation lands. Core will fall. And GG, well played. RIP will take map 1 of this best of 5 series here in the quarterfinals of Murky Cup Season 2. Winner sends the enemy or the opposing side out of the tournament, and the winner will head into the lower bracket semifinal that is coming up next after this series. We can still have another best of 5 after this one. Sorry about your back not going off. Here it comes.
My back! Oh, my back!
That is going to be a very dominant RIP game, and we'll see what NA is able to do after we get through some ads and stuff. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to follow. If you would like to subscribe and help us hit the 400 goal, we are 16 subs away to get back to 400. Every little bit helps us out, sustain full-time streaming, bring you good content, bring you good games, and all that good stuff. Thanks for being here, thanks for being part of the community, and thanks for watching here and not restreaming my stream without asking. Whew! Glad all the issues happened between games. We are back into it. Small reconnection was needed, but we're here, we're rocking, we're rolling. The stream never dropped, which is the most important part. As we get into Battlefield of Eternity, on the left-hand side will be RIP up in this best of 5, and it is a quarterfinal. It is a lower bracket quarterfinal matchup, meaning the loser of the series, that's the end of their tournament. There's no more bracket. There's not another last chance playoff bracket to go into. It's do or die in this best of 5 series. And RIP had a really dominant is the word here. Map number 1. We'll see if they can continue that momentum, or if Freedom Exporters are like, okay, we're warmed up, we're ready to go. I did see they had a scrim before this, so I do know the Freedom Exporters were like practicing and stuff. But let's go ahead and get our Twitch gamble going on the left side of your screen, and we will see who's going to take victory here on Battlefield of Eternity. Will there be any blind bettors for the NA squad of Freedom Exporters, or will RIP continue to be the priority team, or the, not priority, the favored team? Sylvanas Garrosh will be banned away. Lucio and what? Lucio and what will be our picks here? Or bans. Chromie was banned, I think, so yeah, we'll see that again. First pick goes over the side of Freedom Exporters, which means there's going to be a map choice from RIP. You're all in for 75 points. Let's go! That's what you like to see, right, Bandit? Freedom Exporters, what do they want to first pick here for Battlefield? Are they going to go for, like, a main tank Murden out the gate? Will they pick up race potential with, like, a Rainer or something? Going to go for a Brightwing. So they want to get the global aspect, or the, at least, not the global aspect, the phase shift aspect for the big burst healing and the blink heals, I assume. AoE cleanse is nice. Spell shielding is very good as well, since oftentimes there's a Li Ming, so having some spell shielding into her. Maybe a Nubarak will be grabbed here as well for Freedom Exporters, just going for a lot of like spell arm, like. Well, I guess maybe they'll pivot into a Nubarak if the enemy team goes Li Ming.
Light abandons no man.
First pick Uther with a, well, I guess 1-2 punch Uther Hogger, so probably going to be a secondary healer. I would assume, okay, I'm assuming Azurite's going to go for a Vala here, because Azurite Vala for the side of Rip is insanely good, and they'll probably pick up that secondary healer and then just do a hyper carry Vala. I would love for Freedom Exporters, if they've done their homework, to grab that Vala and be the one to do the hyper carry Vala in this situation.
Do your worst.
So we're gonna have Arthas. Now, Arthas is great with attack speed debuff, Urel with Righteous Hammer to push people around. This could be the beginning of a hammer composition for Freedom Exporters, but it is very telegraphed in that manner. There's a lot of defensive tools to deny anyone stepping into the hammer. So realistically, I expect this to be... Like, I expect Rip to ban out the hammer here unless they plan to take it. Because I do think Freedom Exporters have a hammer set up. Zul Jin to be removed. Okay. Ban-wise, Freedom Exporters... I mean, they could be the one to get rid of the Vala and then maybe force something that Arthas can step into. But even then, like, Rainer's up, too. So Vala will be removed. I still think there's going to be a hyper carry Azurite composition here. That's just my gut feeling on this. What are we going to grab, though? Like, you could do another healer, and then a Zarya, and then an auto attacker, but I don't know if they want that Zarya. It does kind of work. But I feel like it needs to be range. Okay, they're going to go Holy Cow.
This realm needs me.
So, Hogger, Uther, ETC, Li Ming. They've got the Divine Shield for ETC. Probably going to be a Mosh Pit. Li Ming gets reset potential pretty heavily. Is it double reset composition? Was Genji played so far? We literally have had one map and I already don't remember. Genji was not played in map 1 if memory serves correct. So double reset with Li Ming Genji. It's an old composition, but it could work pretty well.
The hunt is on.
Lunara with Thrall. Good brawling. Sundering is a nice interrupt as well. Just a little space creator. Kind of surprised no consideration for Falstad just to gust away the enemy. His sustain damage is pretty good. You would be double global, but that's okay on Battlefield. I mean, it's double global is usually a little bit more prioritized for bigger maps. But last pick on the left side. Actually, Falstad works with this too. But it's gonna be Raynor. Makes sense. I was thinking maybe Genji, maybe the Falstad to like gust people into a corner, power slide in, mosh pit, GG. But either way, pretty good composition. Gamble's going. Let's get into it. What's up, Kala? How you doing, bud? Welcome in. Happy Saturday, my friend. Alrighty. Left side of Battlefield, our team up in the blue is going to be Rip. You've got Blood on your Li Ming, going to be having Sven Hogger. Uther played by Vok. You've got your Crankle ETC and Azurite Raynor. Right side of... Ooh, no Exterminator, level 1, Veteran Marksman. Right side of the map is going to be Freedom Exporters, trying to make a 1-1 score happen in this best-of-5 series. Porky, Urel for the top lane. We've got a Cure Thrall on the bottom. Justing, Canopy Growth is your Arthas. Prismat on the Lunara, and Hunter Orc will be your Brightwing. Get your predictions in. You still have another 3.5 minutes from when you're hearing this. Crash Lightning Thrall, hello, Cure. Greater Polymorph for Brightwing. We'll see your Howling Blast on the Arthas with the Frost Presence. Dauntless Urel, Sentinel Wisp Lunara on opposing side. Wave of Light Uther, ETC with Guitar Hero, Raynor Veteran Marksman, Aetherwalker Li Ming, and Hogger on the prowl. Phase shift onto Justing, helping out that health pool. Azurite gets rooted. Arthas looking to step up. Gets an auto, but Raynor looks to jump back in, picking up a few Veteran Marksman stacks. Thrall is going to be dead. But he does have 2 Crash Lightning stacks, everybody. There is that. So bottom camp should be grabbed here. Yrel and Hogger maybe fighting over the top camp. I think Sven was going to rotate out, but then he decides, oh, maybe Yrel is here, and yeah. Thrall's on his way. Maybe. Porky and Cure can get a kill. No, Sven's already out of there. He respects the rotation, the death timer of Thrall. Thrall also will show up here as well, so there'll be that. Yeah, we got some Trash Lightning, everybody. I'm not sure why, but we do. Power Slide from ETC. Prismat getting the cleanse, but the auto attacks are still graining in. Prismat does go down, giving Li Ming a reset as more Arcane Orbs connect into the front gate of bottom lane. Justing stepping up here, looking for more Howling Blasts, and I'm assuming it's going to be Frozen Waste level 4 when they get there. Currently just having Rip just running down. I wouldn't even say running down. They're just running at bottom lane. And Behemoth Armor level 4 for Raynor makes a lot of sense. It triggers off the same proc for the level 1. Just able to scale those 2 talents at the same time. 34 stacks on the Wave of Light. Thrall will be picking up the Frostwell pack. We got the Magic Spit for the Brightwing. Linar will go Nature's Culling, Hand of Freedom, as well as the Death Lord. So no Frost presence for the Arthas. "14 times to be fully stacked, but you need 30 stacks." Anyway, I know what you're getting at, but just we're doing silly caster math. Let's get into the first objective phase. Who will come out on top of the race? It is going to be Rip with a faster race as they step in aggressively. Power Slide from ETC. Does not find the route. His objectives will go to the race potential sides. Li Ming already on the left. Porky trying to delay things out. Gets hit with a penetrating round. A Howling Blast from Arthas is a root from Thrall landing onto ETC. But the race is looking really good, even though Porky is trying to delay things out. It will be an objective phase. A Larry into the side of Rip as our Twitch prediction sits pretty close together. I was not expecting it to be that close. Fallen Shaman being worked on by ATC. Level 7 almost here. Penetrating around. Raynor. Azurite getting low. The heals, will they be enough? Porky needs 1 auto. And that's a stack of Veteran Marksman lost. Hogger on the bot. Oh, wait, hold on. Li Ming. No revenge, but does get the Arcane Orb to hit, so that's Triumvirate cooldown activation from 4. ETC will not go for the upgrade for Guitar Hero with the Hammer on at level 7. Raynor does pick up the Stable Compound. You've got your Seeing Red as well for the Hogger. Li Ming with Calamity. And the objective phase is over.
I must rest for a time.
Ancestral Wrath for the Thrall. You do see the Mortal Coil. Critical Mists. Divine Steed for Yrel, as well as the... Is that a Splintered Spear? Yeah. DC trying to back away. Decent damage onto Crankle, but the Power Slide allows him to back off. There was some Arcane Orbs. An Arcane Orb Magic Missile combo thrown in as Hogger continues to push out bottom lane. Impaler can't grab by Azurite. Avenging Wrath in from Yrel, Righteous Hammer. The Impalers are pushed into tower shot range, but the bottom lane fort will go down. Yes, that's Splintered Spear at level 7. I didn't read the talent wrong. Had to be a misclick. I mean, we're starting out with a Crash Lightning Thrall, so I don't know what's going on today, man. We had a Zagara earlier today take Mutalisk at 16. They took Infest at 1. They took Medusa Blades 4. They took Volatile Acid at 7. They took Corrosive Saliva at 13. Oh, they also took Nidus at 10, but that's a bounty. And that team was up in that series. I think they expected to win it. And that was the beginning of, well, that series went to Game 5. But yeah, Mutalisk at 16 and then Pack Instincts at 20. Very confusing build. There was a Hinterland's Blast Falstead earlier today as well. Very confusing builds happening from a lot of teams. It's either a day of misclicks or a day of just, let's try some weird shit. See getting bopped around here. Cleanse from Uther as well with the Hand of Protection. Crankle getting a little bit low, but backs off to safety. Immortal Phase still in the first portion. We do have the 10s coming up the top of the screen as Li Ming throws in an Arcane Orb and a missile or two here and there. Just playing really safe to the left side of this. The enemy team, though, of Freedom Exporters will be backing off to tap some wells. Clear out the bottom lane wave, I do believe. And there's the 10 on the left side. It is going to be Wave of Force, Shockwave. I'm assuming Mosh Pit, Divine Shit. It's actually Stage Dive. We got Banshee, the Rainer's Raider, which at level 20 Duskwing is insanely strong. I doubt it will be. I'm assuming it's going to be the reduce activation for his... give him some pepper proc. At least that's what I would assume. But Duskwing is still insane. The armor debuff is so good. Sundering from Thrall will be activated. We'll talk about the Freedom Exporters heroics as Thrall Cure does go down. Porky in the backline trying to make something happen. The Cinder Ghost from Arthas will be thrown out. There's going to be a Divine Shield self-cast onto the Uther as ETC stage dives in, and now this is going to be Justing in a really awkward spot. The objective phase will go over to the side once again of Rip as Hogger gets the most insane bounce I think I've ever seen. No kill, but so much damage in the chase. Kala, I don't care to argue about Splinter Spear. I'm just talking about what I saw earlier.
Before me, I will bring down the gates of hell.
Howling Blast from the Arthas going out, looking for something. A face melt from ETC pushing Justing around. The power slide onto Porky will connect, and so does the phase shift from Brightwing. The Immortal Phase that goes into top lane will not take down the fort, but a lot of good damage into Arthas. I know, then I don't know what your point is then. Oh man, dude. Hogger in the bottom lane is going to be able to grab a camp as well. Urel just clearing out wave. Okay. Waiting to see what our setup's going to be here. 13 talent here looming on the left side. About a 3/4 of a level to go. Top lane fort taking a handful of damage. Rainer with a few autos onto Justing. Arcane Orbs thrown out as well. It is Thornwood Vine level 10, by the way. This is the only heroic we didn't talk about. 18 Howling Blast stacks. We have 17 Crash Lightning, 27 on Veteran Marksman, and 16 for Behemoth Armor. Rainer has died once, so he's down to 45% on that one. Li Ming looking for a flank combo. ETC stage diving in, finds no connection, does get rooted. Meanwhile, Brightwing gets almost bursted down, able to blink over to Prismat. More Arcane Orbs from Li Ming poked in as well.
No escaping my justice.
Phase shift from Brightwing onto Thrall in the top lane as we do have the Fallen Shamans grabbed all around. Hogger looks to grab more experience in the bottom. We do have 13 talent here, and it is going to be the Dust Devil. We don't see this very often. It's usually Pummel. Power Slide stun. Porky taking a little bit of damage. Ardent Defender off a cooldown. 53 for that Sundering. But Pummel, by the way, gained 25 armor while Hog Wild is active for 4 seconds after. When at or above 50 rage, increase the armor to 40. Raynor does go into Giddy Up. Augur bounces in. Staggering blow connects. Shockwave will be there as well. Top lane Ford, I believe, does go down. Fallen Shaman in bottom lane still pushing things up near the gate. Augur will go deal with this. Raynor getting some rapid damage as the Immortal phases are on defensive or race potential sides. And we'll see who comes out on top of this, as the race on the right side is not looking too bad for Freedom Explorer. Stage dive in from the ETC for more damage on the left, but he is not going to be able to help out, and they will not be able to get this Immortal. It is going to be Freedom Explorers with the first Immortal of this map, at least for them. Okay, sorry, let me move my phone here really quickly. I was keep bopping into it with my hand. 22 stacks for Crash Lightning Thrall as he does land a root. The Cinder goes from Justing. There's going to be a Sundering as well. ETC getting a little bit low. We do have Lunar looking to chase in as well. Divine Shield applied to the ETC as they're going to chase down this Uther. Run him down. Wait. Wait. There he goes. Immortal almost takes down... Oh, actually, no, it's still at like 50%. Never mind. Thrall steps up with a little Crash Lightning action. The fort will be still alive. Howling Blast thrown back by Justing as he does finish out his level 1 questing talent. Howling Blast lands, staggering blow. Justing. Oh, that's a really good shockwave. Augur bounces in. And the first one to go down is going to be the Arthas. The Lunara will be the next one to be felled. We do have Azerite taking down the left side, so that's going to be another 15% lost. And this camp will be grabbed. Blood on this Li Ming is so very low, and I don't know if Freedom Exporters realized that. Or maybe they thought that Li Ming went a different direction. They're going to go for ETC. Wisp is in the bush and sees the Li Ming. And Freedom Exporters find a couple kills here. Nice heal from Uther, and that might be... Porky's fine, okay. Alrighty, Raynor does go into the Bounty Hunter. If given some pepper a target as a hero, it deals an additional 3% of their maximum health as damage and grants Raynor 10 armor for 3 seconds. It also has the activate, give him some pepper to apply it to the Raynor next to basic attack. Benediction Uther's a pretty big one. Imposing Presence is really nice as well, reducing the attack speed of incoming damage and also the AoE activation because there's that passive as well. Headbanger for the Hogger. Brightwing is going to pick up the unstable or the Critterize, sorry. We do have that Alpha Wolf as well for Thrall. Lunar goes into Endless Spores with the Starward Spear at 13-16. You've got Embrace Death for the Arthas and the Templar's Verdict on Yrel as both teams race down this Immortal phase. Immortals go to defensive sides. There is a 4,000 difference. We're just going to round on that number for ease of casting. Avenging Wrath, ETC Power Slide. I'm going to pull away the talents really quickly here, just so we can get a bit of a better screen of all of this. Fallen Shaman in top, Fallen Shaman in bottom, opposing sides. Wisp from Lunara pulled back, so at least sees the advance of the enemy team so they can reposition. Hogger on the left side. He's going to go deal with that camp. Yrel is showing in bottom as well, so it is 4v4. But Li Ming poke is coming through. Raider goes down the bottom left of our screen. Just a little damage over time onto that one. Porky's now rejoined the allies. Hogger still showing in top. The Howling Blast misses. Arcane Orbs, Magic Missiles, all of that going in. Thrall with 26 stacks on that level 1. Crash Lightning. Ardent Defender will get activated. Hogger looking to jump in here. The Sundering from Thrall will get activated as well, pushing back ETC further. No kill to be had. Hogger bouncing around. Ooh, stage dive in from ETC on adjusting. A polymorph from Brightwing immediately. Avenging Wrath in from Urel gets the Righteous Hammer into the Immortal stun as well. Porky backing away to safety. Syndragosa lands onto Blood on the left-hand side, but no one can step up for that one. There's going to be a couple handfuls of damage into Raynor, but he gets the Divine Shield, looking to get those auto attacks into Kieran. Friends, more Arcane Orbs with Triumvirate. The Banshee is back. The Rainer's Raider with some good sustained damage. Kira throws back a Wolf. That will be a Howling Blast from Arthas as well. The objective phase is still going, and it's looking like it will be Rip taking this third, if I'm not mistaken, objective phase of the map. That's going to be a power set from ETC. Porky with no Ardent Defender available. I don't know how Porky got in that position, but that will be Cure finishing out Crash Lightning. So the Crash Lightning believers in chat, you got your Crash Lightning done. What does that mean? Well, it means he scaled up all the damage, and Chain Lightning prioritizes heroic bounces. No Thunderstorm level 17 or 16. It is going to be the Alpha Wolf.
I will cleanse this land from the corruption hellspawn.
Augur in bottom lane. 20 talents here looming on the left side. Almost 50 stacks for Raynor. He has died twice. Down to 30% because it's 15% per death. Total 60. Immortal moves into melee mode. Augur smashing that wave onto the bottom lane keep front gate. Just like how you should smash that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Immortal will almost take down the keep in top lane, but the allies of Rip will back away, respecting Freedom Exporters. It is not as big as a gap as we saw in map number 1, but still Rip with the lead. 2-kill advantage, and I would say dang near a 2-level lead. Maybe a little bit less. Let's call it 1.5 level. Sundering, stage dive from ETC. Freedom Explorers want to fight before the enemy team gets to level 20. But I don't think Rip is going to give it. Freedom Explorers, they're going to try and force the situation. Stun from Uther. Syndragosa for the slow is pretty big. Azerite mounted. Divine Shield applied. Uther's like, I can die, it's okay. We need everyone else. Uther dying is the one that's okay. Heals up a minion a couple times. Lunar gets taken down by a Li Ming that I completely missed. I didn't realize Li Ming was not out of the engagement. ETC will get picked off by Brightwing, though. As the 20 on the left side is here, Crowd Pleaser, no control. We also will be seeing your Repulsion. There's going to be that level 20 as well, as I mentioned, the Sergeant Pepper for the Raynor. Give him some Pepper, now activates every third basic attack. We also see Uther, level 20 is going to be Redemption. He might go Bulwark of Light, actually. We have been seeing a couple Bulwark of Lights, which is the AoE Divine Shield, but that AoE is really small. You got to clump up around Uther heavily for that one. You sent a whisper? Why not a yell? Why whisper when you can yell? Oh, it is going to be a redemption for Uther. Okay. Alrighty. Uther will respawn. He's got redemption as well. ETC Crowd Pleaser. Bigger AoE. There's no cooldown, right? Yeah, it's just a bigger area and a more slow as well. Thrall Cure is working on this objective. 20 talents here. Almost here on the right side. Justing might be able to get the experience in top. Oh, the camp on the right almost is enough. They need just like 2 minions or something. Granted, Freedom Explorers will get the first half of this Immortal phase. Howling Blast from the Arthas does go out. Blink heals over on the right side as well. Chain Lightning from Thrall bouncing. Sunderin does go through as well. I thought I heard a Bolt of the Storm, and it is from the Thrall. He does have that Wind Rush level 20. Invisible Friends. Lunar is going to be going into the Forest Wrath. We have Absolute Zero for your Arthas and the Seraphim for Urel. Bottom keep does go down. Forest Wrath, this is the new talent. Lunara Heroic ability now applies 2 stacks of Nature's Toxin. Its range is increased by 30%. Passively increase Lunara's vision radius by 35%. Power slide from ETC looking for Porky. The objective phase being raced by both sides. You see the Art Defender, the stage dive in from ETC for more damage. Can they win the race? There's going to be 1,240 HP remaining on the Red Immortal. So that means we do have Freedom Exporters grabbing this for bottom lane. Fallen Shaman is pushed up to core. Almost gets the shielding down. Catapult nearly taking down this mid. It's going to be a double-digit number. I am certain of it. 22 HP. Look at that. 56 stacks for Raynor on his level 1. His level 4, by the way, is going to be at 45. This includes the 200 you get from choosing the talent, so 560 extra HP for the Raynor, by the way. Some damage onto the Immortal. Li Ming, Hearthing out of top lane. The Immortal moving in through bottom here. Can Freedom Exporters find victory? This is a 21-minute Immortal. Avenging Wrath pushed back by the ETC phase melt. There's going to be a Righteous Hammer. ETC Crankle getting a little bit low. Power slides to safety. Immortals on core. Justing and friends will call to disengage. And so, no, the map is not over. The game is not done.
But he will rise again in time.
Syndragosa for the re-engage, actually. There's going to be a Divine Shield to cast onto Raynor. ETC stage dive in with the Crowd Pleaser as well. We do have a stun, double stun. Thrall does go down. Power slide from the ETC onto the Brightwing. That will be Uther picked off, but there will be redemption for Uther as Justing does go down. No control for the Hogger as Porky face melted to the side, gets taken down as well. Uther has respawned because of that level 20 redemption. We do have that repulsion pushing Brightwing around. Prismat trying to back away, but once again, I believe the crew of NA will be heading to everyone's favorite Northern European country. This is looking like it's going to be a... Oh? It's looking like Prismat will not be going on vacation. Prismat will not be heading to Finland, unfortunately. It looks like the core will be falling. And we do have your objective phase, or excuse me, the map number 2, sorry, my brain. Map number 2 goes over to the side of RIP. They are one map away from sending Freedom Exporters out of the tournament. And GG, well played. Nicely done. That was Jimmy. That was Jimmy. All right, let's go ahead and roll out a block of ads. We'll go ahead and welcome back, everybody. We got into the map draft fairly quickly, so let me go ahead and get all of that set up, and we are ready to rock and roll into Alterac Pass. Map number 3 in our second best of 5 of the day. Left side will be RIP up in the series. They just need to win Alterac, and they will be able to punch their ticket to the lower bracket semifinal. Coming up next, we have a first ban on the left side, I believe. No, right side. So yeah, Freedom Exporters will be opting for first pick priority, meaning the map choice comes out from RIP, as Muradin Garrosh will be banned. What's up, Nancy? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Can we talk about how many times Ba has to step away, yet Bandit is here? Well, that's because Bandit doesn't have to sit here and talk for 4 hours straight about Here's the Storm, and doesn't need constant tea and water, to which, you know, things happen. Good to see you, Nancy. Thanks for coming by, bud. Medivh will be banned away as well. First pick goes over to the side of Freedom Exporters. And Lucio to start out the draft. Okay, not too bad with that. Mobility is good. High five is nice. A lot of wall riding opportunities. Push off can be a good setup. I doubt we see it, but sound barrier can be an opportunity as well, depending on the enemy team. Sometimes if an enemy team has a lot of bursts, you'll see sound barrier, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be your high five Lucio. Good to be here. Oh, wonderful. I'm glad. Hopefully the Roblox hell hasn't been too bad. Hopefully Roblox hell has not been too bad. Sergeant Hammer with a Sonya. Uh-huh. Is there any consideration for a Vikings comp here for Rip? Like, you have Vikings roll, like, top and mid, and then you have Hammer, like, push bottom, or, like, vice versa. You have Hammer and Friends push top. It's typically top or bottom. I know Null Pack and mid is good opportunity, but boss lane is also really nice. Realistically, it could be, the setup could be in any lane. It could be a 1-3-1, it could be a 3-1-1, it could be a 1-1-3, something like that. Well, not 3, but because Vikings. But either way, you know what I mean? Stitches, Lucio, Cassie on the right side. Okay. Malfurion was played in map 1. Tyranda's not a bad ban here if you just want to get rid of the Huntress Mark. Sentinel is really annoying to deal with. You have Lunar Flare with Lunar Blaze to delay objective facing over the wall. I think Tyranda's not a bad idea, but it's going to be Falstead, so there's no Gorge, like Hook, Gorge, Gust, which is another... oh, wait, no. Tyrande wouldn't be played. Lucio's already picked up. I'm sorry, my brain. It's been a long day already, and we still have more games. But, yeah, the Falstead makes actually even more sense because you have Hook into Gorge, and then people can... the Falstead gust away the rest of the allies who are trying to chase in and help out the gorged target. Anduin, I really can't remember if he was played in map 1 or not. If he wasn't, then, yeah, Leap of Faith is going to be a nice counter, so get rid of that. Maybe... a Leoric on the left side, so that way they can maybe like entomb the Stitches so that he can't run away. That's a consideration as well. Urel's already been played. Sonya, Sergeant Hammer, Hogger's been played. I'm just trying to think of like heroes that can really help out the Hammer and stop anyone from stepping up. Now Gannis could be a consideration. Oh, I completely forgot about a Nubarak. There's gonna be the Tyrande though on the left hand side. I do like the Tyrande for the members of RIP. You have Huntress Mark to reduce armor of target. You've got Lunar Flare to delay an objective. Sentinel for vision. I doubt Shadowstalk because it's been a lot of Starfall Tyrandas in the tournaments. Last 2 picks on the right side for Freedom Exporters will be... Need some burst damage and they need a solo laner.
The swarm endures.
I'm not crazy about it. Maybe it's like a Valkyrie game.
I serve.
That Zeratul is great. I really think this is a RIP game. If I was a better in my own channel, I'd be betting on RIP. But if you believe in the NA squad, by all means, if you believe in Artanis, there you go. Let's get into the game. All right, here we go. Map number 3 of our second best of 3. Let's see if NA can keep it going. Left side of the map will be RIP. You've got your Blood Cool on the Zeratul, Sven on your Sonya, Krankle, Anubarak, Azerite, Sergeant Hammer, and Vac will be on that Tyrande. Right side of the map, Freedom Exporters, looking to get the brooms out here on map number 3. We'll see if they can make it to the closet for that, as we have Prismat on your Zagara, Porky playing the Artanis. We've got a Cure, Cassia, Hunter, Orc, Lucio, and Justing on the Stitches. Now, most importantly of the game. Nothing else matters. Except for this. Where are we going? Where is my first Sentinel of the game? Nubarak burrowing. There's going to be a Lunar Flare. The Sentinel! The first Sentinel of the game hits! The first Sentinel of the game technically hits right there right into the face of Prismat. Lunar Blaze for the Tyrande. We've got an Ambush, Sergeant Hammer, Legion of Beetles, Shadow Hunter for your Zeratul, and Furious Blow on the Sonya. Lucio with the Accelerando. We've got also your Cassia Thunderstroke already at 5 stacks. Stitches will be hungry for more Regeneration Globes. Zagara still reading level 1 talents. Surprised by that potential gank. And Artanis going for the dings. What's up, Umber? How you doing, bud? That's one cool crab. It was a really cool crab. So we'll have left side, Sonya already working on the camp. Cassia gonna head over here. Will be scouted out by that Sentinel. As you can see, Vision will be slowly decaying. Alright, so we spin to win on the camp over here. Cassie working on right side. Lucio on the top lane. Uh-oh, Justing trying to get away. Hammer trying to chase in. Unable to get the final fatal damage and no kill. Good to see you also, Crimson. What's up, bud? Sorry if I missed you. A lot of great people in chat today. Thanks for hanging out and watching the games here. And not restreaming. Imagine someone making hard work to create an entire casting environment for you, and it's just taken away. Zagara will drop some roaches from the sky. Gonna be going into the corpse feeders at level 1, so no infest this game. We did see an infest Zagara earlier today. It didn't win. It also was Nidus as well. It also was Mutalisk at 16, which I'm still perplexed by. Tana's trying to put a little bit of damage into Sven on the bottom lane. Porky able to get a couple autos, but Sven will return a spear into the spine of the Executor? Executor? I forget what his StarCraft title is, but either way, someone in chat knows. There's a lot of StarCraft lore aficionados in chat. Zeratul getting chunked. Lucio looking to chase in. Tirana comes through, has that Alloon's Chosen, level 4.
All right, lads and lassies, it's our prison camp for being captured and get our soldiers out of the...
Oh, thank you so much, Crimson. I appreciate the kind words. It's really nice of you. A lot of people coming through with really good, like, comments and compliments. I really do appreciate it, everyone. Thank you. We do our best to create a great environment and fun games, and... surprising to no one, sometimes we overhype things in the game because that's our job. On top lane, Zagara is doing her best to just soak up experience. It is going to be experience lead on the right side. We do have Hunter Orc getting delayed, but Justing does have the channel. Freedom Exporters. What's up, Jess? Executy? Oh, okay, thank you. So I used to be cute. That makes sense. We have Artanis jumping in here with the Phase Prism Blade Dash. Blood is getting low. Zeratul dipping, diving, and dodging away. Definitely can dodge a wrench here, but this is looking like the objective phase number 1 will go over to the side of the Freedom Exporters. Can anyone delay this? No, the Tyranda's able to back off just with a few hundred HP, but Lucio in the house comes through and finds first blood. Hunter Orc, the real assassin of the team. Okay, what is going up with our Zagara players? What is in the water? This is the second time today we're seeing Vicious Acid at 7. Especially on this map, too. That's confusing to me. Second time we're seeing Vicious Acid. Like, Bile Drop is so good. 25% slow for 2.5 seconds. I don't know, man. What's up, Belly? Good to see you, bud. Well, Freedom Exporters, their objective phase expires here. Sven looking to get a couple slams here and there. Porky in the mid lane almost takes down Blood, but Krankle is here. The Anubrak anchors. It's guaranteed value. That's not true. Banelings are a skill shot. Nidus Network Zagara. So, all right. Freedom Exporters are looking for that bounty. Also, 20% radius increase, and then you literally have like a third roach if you get it. And this map is like one of the best maps for that, in my opinion. Especially up against a hammer. Like, the pieces of the puzzle are there. Hook, Gorge, Azurite pulled out of position. The Starfall from the Tyrande will be activated as well, and that's going to be enough. No, Sergeant Hammer will go down. Tyrande will fall as well. More Banelings fire in. Rankle now backing off. Anything to slow, stun, stop the hammer is what they're going for. But like, but like, hunter killers and roaches deal additional damage. So like at level 16, the Hydraless Transfusion does not, but like there's good synergy with the Bile Drop because you're getting another roach and there's good value with Corrosive Saliva. And then you also have more, like, it just, like, I don't know, man.
I've got eyes on our forces.
It just feels like we're missing synergies for a 25% slow for 2.5 seconds. I don't know. I'm trying to find the logic. I just don't. Either way, we got a Starfall, Napalm Strike, Cocoon, Might of the Nerazim, and Leap for Sonya. We also have a High Five Lucio, Valkyrie, and the Cassia. Gorge, Stitches, Suppression Pulse, and of course that Nidus Network, as we mentioned. Porky getting really low here. I was going to say, Zeratul doesn't have a whole lot of HP, but still. Zagara heading to bottom. I think she was just checking if the enemy's on the boss, but it looks like they're all... yeah. Looks like the enemy's at top, contesting up against Justing and friends. Gorge onto a Nubarak immediately. Nubarak burrows away. Pulled back in by the Valkyrie. Krankle does go down. Zeratul and Sonya are unable to get the boss. Hook onto Sonya near the boss slam. She should be taken down still. And Zagara gets the kill. 5-0 in kills. Freedom Exporters looking for some momentum here. $156 stacks for your Artanis on his level 1, 24 for the Cassia on her Thunderstroke, 22 on your Stitches. So Justing has 10% movement speed as he does have that first tick or first 20. Cigar grabbing camp, objective phase looking good. Freedom Exporters, they're looking for the reverse sweep here. They've taken down 2 forts on the enemy side. Nubarak burrows to the left over here, looking for counter channel. Blade dash from the Artanis. Leap onto Artanis point blank. He gets the suppression pulse, buying a small window, and objective phase will not go over the side of Freedom Exporters. They do lose their Artanis. That's the first kill, by the way, to the side of Rip. That's their first kill, 10 minutes in almost. Spell Shield Zagara at level 13. Gonna be heading for boss. Nah, just gonna be placing creep. Oh, more channel from Justing over here. I thought Krankle was in position to delay, but no, this should be objective going over to the side of Freedom Exporters. But will there be a punishment onto Justing for doing this? There's a Gorge onto Zeratul, High Five from Lucio. Reverse Amp is active. Impale will come through, and Justing does go down. Zeratul jumps in really quickly trying to get more damage, but won't be able to. Lunar Flare from Tyrande misses onto Cure. Zagara pushing things up in bottom lane. So objective phase should be mostly mitigated. Sonya's already heading to bottom. Tyrande Hammer in mid. Zeratul in top. I mean, the 3 forts are already down, but maybe Porky... Wow, that read from Krankle was really good. Porky gets the phase shift at the end. Zeratul getting a little bit low. Blinded for 10 or so seconds from Suppression Pulse. It's actually 4 seconds. I don't know why I thought it was 10. Push off from Lucio with the Heavy Caster 13. Cocoon from a Nubarak. Going to look to take down Lucio on the left side. Blood is chasing on to this Artanis, but he's so very low. Jumps back in. The Twin Blades are not enough. Tyrande has to back away. We do have Lucio with a few autos into the Zeratul. The Valkyrie misses. Krankle hit with a push-off will be taken down. Starfall from the Tyrande is pretty decent here. Kier getting a little bit low, and Zeratul gets the hit. Hammer going to be pulled back in. The Sentinel goes out. The leap from Sonya. The spear connects, and Zeratul gets the kill. Justing trying to take down the Hammer. Will be able to help out with Zagara, but Prismat, Singularity Spike is there. The hook misses. Prismat will not go down, but the body blocks on Justing will be enough and pick him off. Prismat jumps inside that objective. Meanwhile, onto inside the Nidus network. Meanwhile, the objective in top lane almost takes down the keep. Bloodbath as Zagara summons okay. Never mind. Got nothing to say about that. Left side camp is going to be grabbed. 10 seconds on... 12 seconds for the Stitches, rounding. Invade onto this boss. Zagara sees the Zeratul Shimmer, and I think they know, but they're going to give it... Wait, Sonya is not going to be there in time. She has Leap. I thought she'd leap in blindly, but... Zeratul actually could have been the one to get a foot on the point, but he decided to rotate into mid to push things up. The bottom lane boss, it's not like, oh my god, they got it, it's GG, but it would have been a nice invade. And then a potential steal, as well as the Justing Stitches just now getting into bottom lane. Zeratul in top to clear out waves. Zagara's grabbing a camp on the right.
The Hordes captured more of our troops. You know what to do.
Nice little double back from the Nubrek. Avoids another hook from Justing as well. Bottom lane boss pushing in. And it will be taken down. It's going to get some of the keep front gate. Zagara in mid lane managing waves crashing in. Has a Reaver camp of their own and a Null pack. Sorry, Reaver minion and a Null pack camp as well. So far, 3 forts still remain. It is 6 to 8 in kills, and we're about, let's say about a half a level difference, maybe more, favoring the side of Freedom Exporters. As the top lane boss comes off a cooldown, Sentinel from Tyrande gets a vision of a couple members over here. A hook goes into the bush, but no pull. Zagara, Artanis working on top lane. Zeratul, so... And Zagara creep will see the Zeratul mid lane camp. It's a lot of macro defense coming out from the members of RIP, and I don't know what they're going to be able to do here. It feels like RIP is giving away so much. As the Sentinel goes out way too late, they're not going to be able to delay out that boss, and that boss might take down top keep. Hook almost finds the Hammer. Somehow she wiggles out of that one. The Lunar Flare, there's going to be a high five from Lucio. Cocoon spits out the Gorge target. The Valkyrie misses. Blade dash, leap in from Sonya. That's going to be Justing taken down first. Krankle getting low, is able to back off. Lunar Flare onto Cassia connecting, but top boss will get top keep for sure. "15 minutes in, third objective is here. Sven going for the channel. No interrupt. Since the core still has 40 armor in total, as you can see right there, shouldn't be losing too much HP against the boss. It is dealing 330 into anything outside of structures, but core doesn't hit core, so fun stat that's there, but it will never get used. Well, 20 on the right side, still waiting for that. On the members of RIP's team, we have the Mixing Fire. It's going to be your Titan, Rockstalker, sorry. Master Hooker for Justing. We also will be seeing your Zealot's Charge and Zagara with the Pack Instinct. Bosses I mentioned cleared away. Wave pushed up. Reaver minions, by the way, have 50 physical armor, so they defend really well. If you did, or they can siege really well because of that. If you did not know. There's your little stat breakdown, that physical armor. They don't deal extra damage into anything, but it's just that physical armor and 2,550 HP currently just makes them a very tanky melee minion. Charge! Will be had. We also have level 20 on the left side. Is it Ultra Capacitors for Hammer? We have the Shadow Stride Zeratul. Ultra Capacitors. You have the Shooting Star. Crater for Sonya. Rewind a Nubarak. Okay. Crater Sonya. Mid-objective cleared away already. Top lane pushing out. Valkyrie. Nice. Siege Tactics level 4 from the Sergeant Hammer to mitigate that. The phase shift from... or the phase prism from the Artanis will not connect. So Hammer's still trying to throw in a few napalm strikes here and there with the Hover Siege looking to work up. Cigar will show in bottom lane. Top objective still pushing up. And Zeratul... what's the game plan here? Singularity Spike. Decent damage onto Porky. Hammer continues to push up the wave. Cigar with the Nidus Network headed to top lane. A hook goes out again. Azurite was the target, but not found. Burrow Charge, Impale, Rewind. That's a leap from Sonya. Beautiful damage. Artanis is going to be hit with a Cocoon. Starfall from Tyrande will expire in a moment, but Burrow Charge once again. The high five from Lucio. Hunter Orc helping out Porky here. Some mixing fire poke as well. You see that minus 50 onto the Zeratul. Top objective was cleared away. Bottom lane boss, 8 seconds. Top lane boss, a minute 43. Sonya already on the trajectory for what we assume here to be that bottom boss. 28 regeneration globes for your Stitches. You got 71 Thunderstroke stacks for the Cassia, 18 Lunar Flare stacks, and 30 for the Tyrande. Of course, level 1 for Zeratul is done, and 187 stacks on Porky's Artanis. Top lane boss, minute 22. Sentinel comes up through the middle of the map, and we can just go ahead and get some vision from that really quickly. That's the wrong vision. There we go. Sagara pushing things up. We've got Zeratul pressuring onto the bottom fort already, getting rid of the minion wave. Hammer on the left side, grabbing a siege camp as well. Top lane wave pushed up a bit here, needs to be dealt with. You can see the danger ping on that one, but it seems like everything's all right as the first structure on the side of Freedom Exporters falls here, almost 20 minutes in. Almost, actually closer to 19. Boston top, 37 seconds. Doesn't seem like the members of RIP are too concerned about that objective, or that wave being pushed up. Oh no, Sonya! Sven! Oh no! There was a Gorge onto Krankle. There's going to be a Valkyrie pulling him back in. We also have the Starfall from the Tyrande. A Nubarak is on like 80-something HP. Porky gets a huge shield from his trait. A hook goes right by the Hammer, I do believe. Top lane wave crashing at core once again. Vandar with a big ol' spin. You can see that Reaver minion not taking a whole lot of damage, but it's all good. I can't believe it. So many low health bars right there. Objective phase, I believe it's the 4th one of the game, is here on the top side of the map. Sentinel checks out the boss here. I do believe they saw at the last second that Stitch is stepping in. Camp on the right side, grab another Sentinel being thrown towards boss. We stay on this vision. We know that Stitch's Justing is up around there. And they're going to call for their own no pack. I think they're going to let the boss go. Mid keep is being worked on. A Nubarak anchoring. Sonya grabbing a camp from mid as well. Top lane wave is crashing into Vandar once again. Freedom Exporters, they're trying to find some way to get victory here and keep the series alive. As a reminder, this is lower bracket. If Freedom Exporters lose here, that's the end of their tournament life for Murky Cup Season 2. Burrow Charge from a Nubarak's going to be just a little too late, but the Starfall from Tyrande, the leap in from Sonya is pretty good. Boss is moving its way towards core, but really the priority is going to be on the fight. The Cassia inside the Cocoon. Porky on the left side being split by the Sonya. We do have a Gorge onto Zeratul. The Valkyrie pulls Hammer in, but Hammer's like, oh, I've got autos for this one. Does get taken down by Zagara Summonable. Zeratul pressuring onto Justing. Sorry, my mouse jumped right there. As we do have Stitches taken down. Prismat won't be able to make it out this time, and that will be a kill and a...
Finland!
Sonya will clear out the core. They're going to go for objective, I do believe, though. Sonya going to start pushing out the wave here. Zeratul. Keep in mind they have that null pack right here, and that null pack is going to be reducing armor. You see that minus 20. By the way, Tyrande not throwing out random Lunar Flares. That's the level 20 shooting star. Nubrak still working on objective. They're going to go for double keep here, which I think is the opportune call. Or at least weaken the bottom lane keep. Lucio's back. 5 seconds on a Cassie. If Lucio goes down, that would be really rough to have a death timer start going through. But yeah, Zertil, they just want to focus on the keep here. Suppression pulse use. We didn't talk about the 20s on the right. No, we did talk about them. I was like, did he go orbital bombardment? He didn't. It is that zealot charge, as we mentioned. So I would assume the priority for the side of Rip is bottom lane. They took out the mid lane keep. If they take down mid and then push in, they could win through that.
Will be ours.
Alrighty, so Zagara's managing top. She'll be seen, of course, but jumps into the Nidus Worm to join in with the allies back. I think there's one Nidus Worm here. Oh, no, just jumping over here. Okay. No pull with that hook. Mid objective is going to be crashing towards the core, but here's the bottom lane, as I was mentioning. Look at that damage. Zagara's on her way back, or is here. Hook pulls in the Sergeant Hammer. Starfall, the leap from Sonya. I think they caught two inside. There's a Gorge onto Hammer. And Nubrak burrowing to the left-hand side. Cocoon onto Lucio. As Stitches is the one to go down, the top lane fort will fall. And Drekthar is getting a little bit low here. 10k, 9k, 8,000. Will Rip send the Freedom Exporters back to NA? It's looking like, yes, indeed. The Freedom Exporters are knocked out of this tournament. And this will be Rip moving on into the lower bracket semifinal coming up next. Does anyone see a bugged out Sentinel randomly in them? Oh, it's a Tyrande skin thing. I know what you're talking about. Like, yeah. It's a Tyrande. It's a Tyrande thing. Like how Tyrande can run on the mount or whatever. Well, the NA squad is knocked out. Better luck in the next tournament or whatever they sign up for. Hopefully this was not one of those moments where they're like, damn, that sucked. I'm never doing that again. It was really nice to have them. Really, really cool to see them give it a good try, but that will be that. So we're going to get ready for our final best of five. Our final best of five, the lower bracket semifinal, will be coming up next. We'll be seeing the members of RIP versus Ross Pierredal. I do believe this is going to be a rematch, but if you're enjoying the stream, if you happen to have a sub available, do consider utilizing that here to help us hit our sub goal of 400 subs. If you don't, otherwise we're going to be rolling out some ads. Also, if you'd like to give subs, any of that good stuff, supporting the stream helps out a ton as we do full-time stream and bringing you these games. Yeah, all that good stuff. So help us sustain full-time streaming so we can keep bringing you casting and commentary and fun times.